We all know energy is vital, right? I mean, we got to eat, got to sleep, got to move.
Yeah, absolutely.
But what if we're missing out on its most potent form? Today, we're going deep, way deep into human potential.
Oh, yeah.
We're looking at the kind of energy that fuels, like, your dreams and ambitions.
Interesting.
And for this deep dive, you guys have given us a pretty cool mix of stuff to work with.
Awesome.
We've got a self-improvement workbook called the Ignition Program.
Okay.
We've got an interview with a red light therapy entrepreneur, so that should be really interesting.
Definitely.
And a journalist's whole exploration of the power of intention.
Sounds fascinating.
Let's jump right in.
Okay.
So it seems like we often focus so much on physical energy,
Yeah.
like what we're eating, how much we're sleeping, are we working out, all that kind of stuff. But maybe we're missing this deeper wellspring of energy, the energy of our thoughts, our intentions.
Their minds.
Yeah, exactly. So let's start with the Ignition Program. It's by April and Manly Chavez of Livin LLC.
Okay.
And it's not your typical goal-setting program, They actually go for a much more balanced approach.
Interesting.
They're targeting spiritual, intellectual, and physical well-being altogether.
Wow. So it's a very holistic approach.
Yeah, exactly. They even call it a foundational course.
So it's more about building a solid base than quick fixes.
Yeah, I think that's what they're going for. Yeah, lasting change, not just,
Right.
those little bursts.
Yeah. The fads.
And that, I think, really resonates with their whole philosophy of your journey is the destination.
I like that. It's a shift in perspective, not just chasing outcomes, but embracing the process.
Absolutely.
The growth along the way.
Now, they use this framework called G.E.A.R. to help people kind of assess themselves, pinpoint areas for improvement.
Okay.
What is the G.E.A.R. framework all about?
Well, G.E.A.R. stands for grit, exhaust, advantage, and risks. And it's all about maximizing the grit, minimizing the exhaust,
Okay.
leveraging the advantage, and mitigating the risks.
So it's action-oriented.
Very much so. It's
Yeah.
about actively using your strengths, your weaknesses
Okay.
to move forward.
So it's not just about knowing your strengths and weaknesses.
No.
It's about actually using that knowledge
I'll
to
get the rate change.
create change.
Create positive change, yeah.
For example,
Yeah.
how would you apply that? Give me an example for the book.
Well, they give the example of having, let's say, a really tough week at work.
Okay.
Now, instead of letting that derail you completely, it's a chance to maximize your grit.
Okay.
You bounce back, you learn new skills, maybe you build resilience.
Yeah, so you reframe the challenge as an opportunity for growth.
Exactly.
I like that.
It's a crucial mindset shift.
So important. Speaking of maximizing our energy, let's talk about something really fascinating.
Okay.
We have this interview with Bjorn, who's a red light therapy entrepreneur, and his insights are kind of incredible. What he says is all of our energy ultimately traces back to the sun.
Back to the sun.
Yeah, and that just makes me think, are we utilizing this incredibly powerful source enough?
That's a really good question.
To its full potential.
Right.
He goes into the power of near-infrared light,
Okay.
which is a part of the sun's spectrum that we can't even see.
Interesting.
But he describes it as essential for our cells,
Well,
helping them heal faster,
Yeah.
produce more energy.
so there's this ancient wisdom about sunlight
Right.
needing cutting-edge science.
Yes. And guess what? The Ignition Program is on the same page.
Oh, really?
They emphasize daily sunshine exposure as part of their Wheel of Wellness tracker.
So they're all recognizing the importance of
Yeah.
spending time in the sun for well-being.
Yeah, absolutely. And, Bjorn, he even founded a company called FlexBeam that makes these wearable red light therapy devices.
Oh, cool.
He's a big advocate for, getting sunshine every single day,
Makes sense.
even on those cloudy days.
Oh, wow.
He's like, even diffused sunlight can have benefits.
Interesting.
Now get this. We also have the work of Lynn McTaggart.
Okay.
She's an investigative journalist who went from, debunking alternative medicine to uncovering what she calls a new science,
Oh, wow.
backed by, all these frontier scientists.
So a real shift in perspective.
Yeah, it's pretty
It's
amazing.
incredible.
She started by researching things like, acupuncture, spiritual healing,
Okay.
and it led her this question, if thoughts can actually affect someone's health, that changes everything.
It really challenges our understanding of the mind-body connection.
Absolutely. So to explore this, she launched these global intention experiments,
Intention experiments. Okay.
where thousands of people would focus their thoughts on a specific target,
Interesting.
like maybe increasing plant growth
Oh, great.
or purifying water.
Hmm.
Out of 41 experiments,
Wow.
37 of them showed positive effects.
That's impressive. That rivals like the success rate of pharmaceuticals.
Right.
It makes you wonder
Yeah.
about the power of our minds.
But here's what really surprised her. It wasn't just the targets that were changing, it was the participants.
The people themselves.
Yeah, they started reporting like personal transformations, feeling more love, experiencing deeper connections. Even some people had like spontaneous healings.
That's fascinating.
Yeah, it really suggests that even directing our intentions towards a positive outcome for someone else can profoundly affect our own well-being.
Our own well-being.
Yeah, and so she developed this technique called the power of 8,
Okay.
where groups of 8 people focus their intention on like a specific person or situation.
Interesting.
And the reported results are pretty remarkable. People regaining mobility, recovering from chronic illnesses. It's almost like
Wow, even seeing miracles.
It's
It's powerful. The idea of group intention amplifying the effect speaks to collective consciousness, the interconnectedness of all beings.
yeah.
That's pretty deep.
Yeah, it's amazing. And so,
Yeah.
okay, so how does this whole power of 8 thing actually work?
Well, Lynn explains that when we engage in altruistic acts, even just seeing like images of people in need,
Oh.
it creates what she calls a heart-opening effect.
Interesting.
And this activates the vagus nerve,
Okay.
which is a major nerve that plays a key role in regulating, like, our emotions and nervous system. And this then triggers the release of oxytocin,
Oxytocin.
often called the love hormone,
Yeah, the love hormone.
which fosters, like, feelings of connection and compassion.
That makes sense, but like what's so special about groups of 8? Why 8?
It seems like the power of group intention
Right.
amplifies this effect even more. It's like they're creating a state of oneness,
Right, yeah.
collective energy field almost, that magnifies the impact.
Okay, so we've got these fascinating concepts from Lynn. This whole emphasis on maximizing energy from Bjorn, and this balanced approach in the Ignition program.
Okay.
How does it all connect back to personal growth?
Well, I think when we consciously align our actions with our intentions, we tap into a powerful force for change.
Okay.
Not just externally, but within ourselves.
Right.
And this brings us back to, like, the practical side of the Ignition program. And it's
Right.
focused on, like, taking concrete steps to activate your potential.
So it's not just about positive thinking. It's about putting those thoughts into action.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the Ignition program actually provides specific tools for this. For example, for spiritual growth.
Okay.
They encourage guided journaling prompts.
So it's like more than just surface level affirmations.
Yeah.
It's about going deeper, really delving into your inner landscape.
Exactly. And then for intellectual growth, they utilize mind mapping exercise.
Mind mapping, I've heard of that. But I haven't really tried it. What's the idea behind that?
It's a visual tool. You start with a central idea, and you branch out to subtopics, details, related thoughts.
Okay.
You can really visualize the bigger picture, brainstorm ideas,
Yeah.
even solve problems more effectively.
I can see how that would be helpful.
Yeah.
But the Ignition program isn't all about, the inner world, right?
No, of course not.
There's a physical aspect to it as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, what kind of stuff do they recommend for that?
Well, they provide practical strategies for physical well-being,
Okay.
which brings us to their Wheel of Wellness concept.
Yes. I love the Wheel of Wellness.
Yeah.
It's all about tracking those essential daily habits that, like,
Yeah.
we all know we should be doing.
Yeah.
But it's so easy to, like, forget about,
It's easy to let those slip.
like, getting enough sleep, reading, moving our bodies,
Yeah.
eating well, staying hydrated, all that.
Simple but powerful.
Right.
It's a way to stay accountable and make those small but significant choices that really matter for our health.
Absolutely. But they don't stop there. They also offer meal planning guidance.
Oh, nice.
And a chop shop method
Yeah.
for prepping veggies in advance.
So, practical tips
Yeah.
to bridge the gap between intention and action.
Because we can want a healthier lifestyle.
Right.
But without the right tools and systems,
Yeah.
it's hard to make it happen.
It can be a struggle.
And let's not forget the bodyweight workout routine they include.
Oh, yeah, right.
They've got everything in there.
Awesome.
Like, push-ups, squats, planks, lunges.
The basics.
Yeah, all that good stuff. Plus, like, stretching exercises.
Important to stretch.
Like cat-cow stretch, child's pose, downward dog.
Yeah, it keeps you flexible.
It all seems to tie together our thoughts, actions, physical state, They all influence our energy and how we, like, show up in the world.
Exactly. And as we learn to manage our energy better,
Yeah?
both internally and externally, we unlock greater possibilities. And what's really exciting is that the Ignition program goes beyond just the theory
Okay.
and provides access to discounts on products and services.
I love when they do that.
Yeah,
It's like they're giving you resources to support the journey, not just information.
exactly.
So what kind of things are they recommending?
Well, first there's BrainTap,
Okay.
which is a brain fitness app.
A brain fitness app. Interesting.
And it offers thousands of sessions
Wow.
to help with relaxation, focus,
Okay.
sleep improvement, even tapping into your creativity.
It sounds like a great way to, like, manage your mental energy,
Yeah.
optimize your cognitive function.
Yeah, absolutely. They also recommend earthing products.
Earthing, like grounding.
Yeah, literally connecting to the Earth's energy.
Wow, there's growing evidence about
Yeah.
the benefits of grounding.
Yeah, reducing inflammation, improving sleep.
It's so cool. Like, what a concept.
Yeah,
Right.
and to bring it full circle,
Yeah.
they offer a discount on Bjorn's FlexBeam red light therapy device.
It all connects.
It does.
I'm so impressed. It feels like a truly holistic approach.
Yeah.
Like they've curated all these resources that actually support the program's principles.
Absolutely. It's about weaving together different practices
Yeah.
to create a life of greater well-being.
So what's resonating most with you from all of this?
What strikes me is that we have so much more agency over our energy and our lives than we often realize.
Yeah.
Whether it's through consciously directing our intentions,
Right.
harnessing the power of light, or implementing these practical strategies for well-being,
Yeah.
we have the tools
Yeah.
to shape our reality.
It's empowering.
It really is.
But we all know that life gets in the way sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
We get busy, stressed. Those good intentions, they kind of fall by the wayside.
They do?
Any advice for those moments when our energy just feels depleted?
That's a great question.
Yeah, we need, like, practical ways to recharge
Yeah.
and stay on track.
This is where the concept of rhythmic renewal comes in.
Rhythmic renewal.
Yeah, we have some great insights from a leadership expert named Sunil Gupta,
Okay.
who's done a lot of research on high performers. And he argues that we've been conditioned to view rest as a reward.
Oh, that's so true.
We know.
Yeah, like we have to earn it.
Earn it after hard work.
And we feel guilty for taking breaks,
We do.
especially when we're, like, really busy.
Yeah,
But his research shows that rest isn't a luxury.
it's not.
It's actually a necessity.
It fuels success rather than being a reward for it.
I like that.
And he points out that high performers, they don't wait for vacations to recharge. They integrate short, focused breaks throughout their day.
Like mini vacations for your mind and body.
Exactly.
I like that.
And he proposes a simple model called the 5-5-5 model.
Wait, 555, is that like the ketchup?
Not quite,
Okay.
though I appreciate your enthusiasm for condiments.
I do love ketchup.
The 5-55 model suggests that for every 55 minutes of work,
Okay.
you take a 5-minute break,
Mm.
a deliberate rest. It's about creating these transitional moments to reset and recharge.
But 5 minutes, does that really make a difference?
You'd be surprised.
Okay.
These short breaks, they're not just about preventing burnout. They can actually make you more productive and creative
Oh, wow.
during those 55 minutes of work.
So it's like a strategic pause that actually boosts your performance.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
The key is to make those 5 minutes truly restful.
Mm.
No multitasking, no emails, no scrolling through social media.
Put the phone away.
Put the phone away.
Okay, so what should we be doing during these, like, mini breaks?
Anything that helps you disconnect and recharge.
Okay.
Sunil suggests having like a menu of restful activities
I like that, a menu.
to choose from.
Okay.
It could be something as simple as like having a cup of tea
Okay.
without distractions,
Hmm.
taking a walk in nature,
Right.
maybe doing some stretches, listening to music,
Yeah.
or even having a spontaneous dance break. Oh, I love that. A dance break. That sounds amazing.
Yeah, movement's a powerful way to shift energy.
Right.
And Sunil observes that, like, animals,
Yeah.
they instinctively shake off stress
Right.
after a challenging situation.
Yeah, they just shake it off.
Yeah, but we humans, we tend to hold on to it.
We do. We just like power through.
Yeah, leading to exhaustion and burnout.
And all those negative emotions, they just build up.
They do.
They weigh us down.
So we have to find healthy ways to release them, whether it's through movement, meditation, creative expression.
I'm feeling inspired to create my own mini break menu.
That's the spirit.
I love it.
Remember, it's about finding what works for you
Right.
and being consistent.
And speaking of consistency, the Ignition program seems to be all about that, creating a sustainable system for personal growth.
Yeah.
It's not about a one-time transformation.
Right.
It's about continually nurturing our well-being.
Our spiritual, intellectual, and physical well-being. And that's what's so cool about this deep dive.
Yeah.
It's not just giving us information.
It's giving us a roadmap for a more fulfilling and energized life.
Absolutely. And it feels like we've uncovered a lot of valuable insights already.
We have.
But there's one more concept I think ties everything together.
Oh.
Are you ready to explore that?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Okay, so spill the beans. What's this final concept that, ties everything together?
It's Dharma.
Dharma.
Which basically means your true purpose.
Okay.
Or calling in life.
I love that word, Dharma. It feels so much bigger than just, a job or a career.
It is.
It's like discovering your soul's, fingerprint or something.
It's about aligning who you are with what you do.
Yeah. And we have this great conversation with Sunil Gupta.
Oh, yeah.
Where he talks about, the importance of that alignment.
He says the art of Dharma is aligning who you are with what you do.
It makes so much sense. But how do we even uncover our Dharma, when we're so caught up in the daily grind?
Right.
How do we tune into that, deeper purpose?
Yeah.
When we're juggling work and family and all the things?
It's a good question. Sunil actually offers a beautiful perspective on this.
Okay.
He suggests that you don't need to go searching for who you are because it's already within you. It's about paying attention to that inner voice, that spark of passion that truly lights you up.
It's like remembering who you were before the world told you who you should be.
Exactly. And he acknowledges that living your Dharma isn't always easy.
Right.
It can be challenging, even painful at times.
Yeah.
But he says purpose is one of those things that either it will light up the world around you or it will burn a hole inside of you.
That's powerful.
It is.
Our Dharma is this force that needs to be expressed.
It does.
And if it's not, it can create this feeling of emptiness or unease.
Absolutely. And so many people are feeling that way right now.
Yeah.
A sense of disconnection from their true selves.
But we can always find our way back.
We can.
So how do we align who we are with what we do, in a practical way?
It starts with awareness.
Okay.
Noticing what truly energizes you. What makes you feel alive and engaged.
Yeah.
And then taking small steps to incorporate more of those things into your life, even if it's just for 5 minutes at a time.
So it's like weaving your Dharma into the fabric of your life.
Exactly, little by little.
Little by little.
Remember, it's a journey, not a destination. There's no one right way to do it.
Yeah.
It's about experimenting, exploring, and trusting the process.
This has been such an incredible deep dive.
It has.
We've covered so much.
So much good stuff.
The power of intention, the science of light, the importance of rest and renewal, and now this beautiful concept of Dharma.
It all ties together.
It does.
To create a holistic vision of personal growth.
So what's the takeaway for our listener today?
I hope they remember this. You are an energetic being with unlimited potential. And by harnessing that energy, both internal and external, aligning it with your true purpose, you can create a life that is not just successful, but truly fulfilling.
And don't forget those 5-minute breaks to recharge and reconnect.
Absolutely. Essential.
Could be the key to unlocking your greatest potential.
It could be.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, here's a final thought for our listeners to ponder. If thoughts are indeed things that affect other things, as Lynn McTaggart's research suggests, what kind of world could we create if we consciously focused our collective intention on positive change?
That's a great question to leave everyone with.
It is. And until next time, keep exploring, keep growing, and keep shining your light.